Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my god. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. And hair flipping on these hoes. Hi.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to your boy SeanDavieWay. Make sure you hit that like and make sure you subscribe if you have not already. Today we will be talking about the rapper Nelly and the allegations that have been placed against him. Once again, I'm not here to defame anybody's character. Once again, I'm not here to bring a black man down. I'm just here to give you the tea. So without further ado, let's get right into Cornell Hayes Jr. Cornell Hayes Jr., better known as Nelly, born November 2nd, 1974, better known by his stage name, Nelly, is an American rapper, singer, and entrepreneur. He embarked on his music with the Midwest hip-hop group St. Lunatics in 1993 and was signed to Universal Records in 1999. Under Universal, Nelly began his solo career in the year of 2000 with the debut of his album Country Grammar, which featured the title track, the single Ride With Me, were top 10 hits. The album debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and went on to peak at number 1. Country Grammar is Nelly's biggest selling album to date, selling over 8.4 million copies in the United States, and his following album, Nellyville, produced the number 1 hits Hot in Here and Dilemma, featuring Kelly Rowland. Other singles included Work It, featuring Justin Timberlake, Air Force Ones, featuring Murphy Lee and the St. Lunatics, Pimp Juice, and Number 1.
And then he comes out here just blinding me right now. I don't know, man. Yo, Cardinals, you know
Nah, you know we reppin'.
You know how to represent for you, man, with the St. Louis.
Sure. That's
Even
good
though,
looking.
hold up. What happened to y'all in the preseason game? A little rematch against Tennessee.
Well, you know, we can't play everybody during the preseason. We hold all the weapons for the real deal.
How you feel, man? I mean, you just blew up the summer song of the year, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
How you feeling?
It's all feeling real good right now. You know, we real fortunate to be here, so we just enjoying it, man. You know, we all the way from St. Louis, so it's great.
You had a chance to just sit back and just, you know, soak it all in, man?
Nah, not right now. They kind of got us real busy right now. It's us being me and the group, you know, but we just ripping and running, help promoting, and everybody been embracing it, so it's all love.
Oh, it's all love. Tell me about the St. Lunatics.
Oh, you know, they're my fam right there. You know, that's what I started with since 93. Right. That's who I'm going to end with right there. My man Big Leezy out there. My man Keywan, his little brother Murphy Lee. Right. My little brother City Spud, but we're going to hold that down till he get out.
Right, so you just did a little solo project real quick to blow it all up? Or?
Well, yeah. Well, you know, it's like a group effort. You know, we decided on some little concept we was going to run with, and they all got behind me and gave me their effort, their best push, and here we is, you know, for sure.
So around the time Nelly was having all of this success, There was another upcoming artist that was having similar success, just as big or even bigger when it came to the music industry. And one day at a press conference, these two bumped, and collided into each other's worlds. And after that, it was pretty much history for about 10 years. So let's get into Nelly and Ashanti's relationship and why they broke up. Hip hop and R&B in the 2000s had a hard act to follow after the previous decade. But the emergence of artists such as Ashanti and Nelly showed the next generation of performers was talented in their own right. Nelly and Ashanti became one of music's most noted relationships, and the world was shocked when they announced their split after several years of dating. Nelly and Ashanti launched their careers around the same time. Nelly's solo career took off after the release of his debut single Country Grammar in 2000, and the album The Same Name was released later that year and put Nelly on the map. The album sold over 10 million copies to date, making it one of the few hip-hop albums to achieve the RIAA Diamond certification. Ashanti also experienced success from the beginning of her career. Her first two releases were collaborations with Fat Joe and Ja Rule when What's Love and Always on Time climbed to the top of the 2 spots on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Ashanti became the first female singer to achieve the feat. Nelly and Ashanti were a music industry power couple for years. By the end of 2002, both Nelly and Ashanti had established themselves as some of the hottest new artists of the millennium. The two first met at a press conference for the Grammy Awards on January 1st, 2003. Ashanti's quote, "The first time I met Nelly, he asked me for my autograph. But I think he was being sarcastic, and I remember writing it down on the program." Ashanti reportedly said, her quote, "For the record, it took him a long time to get my number." The relationship remained quiet but strong for many years. Nelly even expressed an interest in marrying Ashanti, but in 2013, the couple called it quits after a decade together. The reason Nelly and Ashanti broke up. The two remained tight-lipped in the aftermath of the breakup. Ashanti first hinted at the reason for their breakup on the Meredith Vieira show. 2 years later in 2015, "I think sometimes when people have their own insecurities, it allows them to act out of character," she said. "I've been betrayed. I'm not a big fan of people being cowards," she continued, adding, "I'm in a different place now." Ashanti referenced his betrayal of trust at a concert in 2018. Ashanti's quote, "I've been betrayed before, publicly at that." Ashanti said when she emerged on stage, a fan in the crowd yelled, "F Nelly," and Ashanti pointed at them and just said, "Word." With just one word, "word," Ashanti seemingly confirmed that many had suspected for a while. The reason for the end of their relationship was Nelly's betrayal of Ashanti and not the other way around. Now, I wouldn't be me if I didn't give you the tea. So, allegedly, Ashanti cheated on Nelly. And at this point in time, when she was cheating on Nelly, she was also in a three-way relationship with the person she was cheating with, which means that she was dating a guy that was dating another female. Who was that guy? Chink Santana. Who was that female that he was dating and dating Ashanti at the same time? Keisha Cole. Let's get into it. Making headlines this morning, rapper Nelly and R&B songstress Ashanti are rumored to have finally parted ways for good, as a source close to Ashanti was able to confirm with Gossip reporters yesterday. Word has been getting around about the possibility of Ashanti being passed around in the industry and being with big names like Nas and producer Chink Santana. It's official though. Nelly no longer wants her to ride with him because of her baggage. What caused the sudden lack of endurance for Nelly? Chink Santana. Nelly thinks Ashanti was lying about Chink Santana, who was also rumored to have a secret relationship with Keisha Cole. Ashanti and Keisha were beefing around this time, which points all fingers to the fact that clearly something was going on with Ashanti and Santana, but she lied about it. I feel like Nelly probably had a light bulb moment when he tried to put two and two together, then realized things just didn't add up. The question is, if she lied about Chink, how many others could she have lied about? Keisha Cole and Ashanti were on Keisha's Woman to Woman talking about being with the same man. I wonder, well, never mind. So Keisha Cole and Ashanti definitely had beef, and they did not like one another. There was rumors of them not even wanting to perform like before or after each other, more so of having their performances spread apart so that they didn't have to see one another. And allegedly, Ashanti around that era wanted to relieve herself from certain tours because she didn't want to be bothered with Keisha Cole. So what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Are you team Keisha or are you team Ashanti? If you notice, around the same time, Chink Santana was in Keisha Cole's video, I Should Have Cheated. And this is the time to where they stated that Chink was dating Ashanti as well. And if this was after the year 2003, which Nelly and Ashanti were already dating. So if you look at these photos, clearly there was a lot more going on than Ashanti was willing to admit. I don't know about you, but if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm not going to be holding hands with another guy and, things like that. So it definitely looks like Chink Santana and Ashanti were definitely in a relationship at that time. And at the same time was around the time Keisha Cole dropped, and she was allegedly dating Chink. That's why he was in her video. So once again, let me know what you guys think below. The verses hits a little different once you notice that Keisha Cole and Ashanti actually has a past with each other, and it's not a very positive one, and them getting on the track Woman to Woman, it's clear as day that they're talking about dating the same man. So, and it's also rumored that the female in the video of I Should Have Cheated, the actress, was Ashanti, that she was playing Ashanti in the I Should Have Cheated video. Ashanti was the one that called Keisha while Keisha was with Chink. So it's like literally them playing it out play by play. And then the song comes years later that Keisha Cole and Ashanti decides to do after they ended their beef, Woman to Woman. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that Keisha Cole and Ashanti were dating Chink at the same time while Ashanti was cheating on Nelly? Let me know. Rapper Nelly arrested on allegations of RAPE, released with no charges. Cornell Hayes Jr., better known as Rapper Nelly, was taken into custody Saturday in Washington State after a woman told the police he RAPE'd her. Police arrested Nelly in the early morning and took him to jail in Desmond, Washington. According to the report from the police department in a nearby Auburn, he was booked for investigation of RAPE in the second degree and released a few hours later without charges being filed, according to his lawyer, Scott Rosenblum. The report says a woman called 911 at 3:48 a.m. Saturday to report an alleged assault, which she says occurred on Nelly's tour bus. Nelly said, at the time 42, had performed at the White River Amphitheater in King County just hours before the phone call was made. He was arrested after patrol officers investigated the incident. According to the report, Nelly tweeted Saturday afternoon that he is completely innocent and confident that he will be vindicated. Nelly's quote, "I am beyond shocked that I have been targeted with this false allegation," he wrote. "I am confident that once the facts are looked at, it will be very clear that I am a victim of false allegation." Rosenblum, the attorney, said that the allegation is devoid of credibility and is motivated by greed and vindictiveness. "I am confident that this scurrilous allegation is thoroughly investigated. There will be no charges," Rosenblum said in a statement. Nelly is prepared to address and pursue all legal avenues to redress any damage caused by this clearly false allegation. Nelly was scheduled to perform a concert in Richville, Washington on Saturday, but did not attend the show. Rosenblum told CNN via text message that he expects Nelly will be able to make the next scheduled concert, which is stated for October 12th in Jacksonville, Florida. Nelly was once the reigning king of hip-hop. He shot to fame nearly 20 years ago with the track Country Grammar. During the height of his career, he won Grammy Awards and regularly appeared on the Billboard 200. The rapper has previously had run-ins with the law. In 2015, he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia, according to E! News. Multiple women have accused Nelly of SA over the last few years. After being accused of sexually assaulting multiple women, Nelly has now issued an official statement. Quick sidestep. At this point in time, there's about 3 to 4 women, one anonymous, that have come forward and stated that Nelly has forcibly done something to them sexually or has SA'd them. So where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not going to say that Nelly is, what they are calling him, but I'm not going to say that Nelly's not doing these things. I'm not going to say all these women are telling the truth, but at the same time, I'm definitely not going to say that they're lying, because once again, these women don't know each other. It's in different places, different countries. Some victims are from England. Some victims are from, Washington in America. There's a lot, so Nelly, I definitely have to say, I do think that there is something here, and I don't think that you're willing to admit it for the simple fact that you're a celebrity, and most celebrities have high power. They're used to being above the law, and I definitely get that vibe from Nelly. So we're going to move right along and get into these alleged victims. Police in Essex, England opened an investigation last year after a woman claimed Nelly masturbed in front of her and forced her to engage in oral sex backstage after a concert in Southend on December 5th. The attorney for the anonymous accuser released a newsletter stating that since they've already filed a civil lawsuit, they will no longer be participating in the criminal investigation because they believe SS police mishandled the investigation. Their quote, "It is time for me to personally speak up against this," Nelly says in his statement to the source, calling all allegations disingenuous. "I've remained quiet and haven't said anything or done anything other than fully cooperate on every level of the investigation to allow law enforcement to do whatever they need to get to the bottom of these accusations," Nelly adds. "In spite of my complete cooperation, the same lawyer in both cases against me is claiming the police in 2 different countries won't help her clients, are incompetent, and is consistently painting a picture that I am bullying the police in 2 different countries to not do their job," he adds. In January 2018, 2 more women accused Nelly of SA, whose separate testimonies were included in a civil lawsuit filed in the Superior Court of King County, Washington. The anonymous women 2 separate incidents took place in the UK, both before and after they alleged 2017 tour bus RAPE. According to Green's lawyer, alleged the stories demonstrate a pattern of assault and that the suit asking for damages as well for a judge to prohibit Nelly from assaulting more women. One of the women claims Nelly forcibly placed his hand up her dress without consent and attempted to assault her before she escaped. The second woman claims accounts Nelly masturbating in front of her and forced her to do oral sex in graphic details outlined in the lawsuit. In 2017, Green had completed a RAPE kit, and the police stated she showed signs of distress, which led authorities to believe there was probable cause to arrest Nelly for second-degree RAPE. Nelly was arrested on second-degree RAPE in October 2017 after a 21-year-old woman named Monique Green accused the rapper of RAPE-ing her on the tour bus in a town near Seattle. Green later chose to halt the investigation and released a letter in which the attorney stated she believes the system is going to fail her. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching part 1 of Surviving Nelly. We will be coming back with part 2. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments of Nelly. Do you think that he's guilty of these things? Do you think that he's innocent of these things? Are people just trying to grab a quick money grab on Nelly? Or once again, where there's smoke, there's fire. There are multiple women coming forward from different places that do not know each other with some of the same stories of this alleged abuse. And you have certain people like Trey Songz who keeps doing these same set things as well, and people still think and claim that Trey Songz is innocent, and you have people like Nelly that is doing the same thing. So once again, do you think that Nelly is guilty or innocent? We will be back with part 2 to get more into the rest of these cases and which cases are open, which ones are closed. Until the next show, I love you all. Bye.